They are waiting. Come down.
No, I am waiting. I'm waiting 3 weeks first. It's a K.
Charlie, you have to give me the UK K. It's a K.
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 And this is
Say
dedicated. So
He pay you, all of you.
This is dedicated to 80 hours.
He pay you. Banku has won his international fight.
Yes.
And you are home deciding how many people were there or whether it was in someone's backyard. He paying you. Say Banku ever.
Congratulations to Brian Makamoko. Bukom Banku for making us proud.
He's a big man.
He's a big man.
But we have to do this chaotic shout quickly.
Please do.
Belated happy birthday to Mrs. Gifty Odami. Hey.
Mrs. Gifty also dummy.
Oh my God. May the Almighty set you apart from notable and significant blessings in Jesus' name. Oh, from Sammy, Odami, Jaden, and the entire family. You know where it's coming from.
Hey.
And we are coming from Adon Praise. You obey him. Oh my God.
No, but
Receive
Gifty
it.
also dummy is a very, very,
Very special.
very beautiful woman.
Special.
I'm telling you, Sammy Odami.
Let's get into the Joy Sports Center this morning.
And the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by MTN 4G Plus. For fastest connectivity and highest internet speed, choose MTN TurboNet. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Let me tell you what MTN has in store for us. Now, what do you enjoy the most about using the internet? Is it the hilarious comments? Is it those funny memes, those videos and pictures, comments, messenger, or simply staying in touch with your friends? Guess what? You can enjoy 50 megabytes worth of free data to browse your favorite websites everywhere you go. Simply call your loved ones. You only pay for the first minutes of your call on MTN Free after 1, and the rest of your call is free. Then you can also enjoy a free 50 megabytes data to browse your favorite sites. Just dial *315# to sign up now. We did for you everywhere you go. Terms and conditions apply. Now, the Association of Ghana Industries and the VRA, in collaboration with the Ministry of Trade and Industry and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, presents Ghana Industrial Summit and Exhibition, GUIS 2019, under the theme Strengthening Ghanaian Industries for Global Competitiveness, from the 10th to the 12th of September at the Accra International Conference Center, 8 a.m. each day. GUIS provides massive strategic networking opportunities for local and international participants through conferences, matchmaking, B2B sessions, and exhibitions. Just call us on 0244 933 106 or 020 999 6002 for further inquiries. Join us drive the agenda for competitiveness. George?
So let's get into the Sports Center this morning. Yeah, but you're looking...
I'm not looking anything. I'm wearing the same suit I was wearing 3 weeks ago.
May you receive the pound's blessing wherever you are. Say amen.
Amen.
So, Danny, history was made over the weekend as Bianca Andreescu won her first Grand Slam after beating Serena Williams in the US Open final.
Andreescu with a chance to win the US Open title. She crashes a forehand winner to win the US Open. The racket goes flying. She punches the air. She's taken the best that Serena Williams has to offer, and she receives the warmest of congratulations from the great champion. 24 Grand Slam singles titles will have to wait, because this is all about number one in the career of Bianca Andreescu of Canada. What a performance!
In the men's division, it was an absolute thriller. In the end, it went to Rafa Nadal.
Championship point Rafael Nadal to win a fourth US Open title. Serves onto the forehand of Medvedev, and the return is long. Nadal collapses onto his back. A US Open champion for a fourth time, and he's won it in 5 sets after Daniel Medvedev threatened to snatch the trophy out of his hands. It was the most spectacular effort by the Russian, who was 2 sets and a breakdown, but back he came. Nadal has prevailed again in New York, and for the 19th time, He's a Grand Slam singles champion.
19 Grand Slam titles then for the Spaniard. More reactions to come, but first, it was a good weekend for Ghana boxing as Brian Makamoko, popularly known as Bukom Banku, defeated Rohat Bilge-Tekin to win his first fight outside Ghana. Now, Banku stopped the German in round 3 at the St. George Hall in Bradford, UK on Saturday night. Banku admits he was afraid going into the heavyweight contest. He spoke to our tree service at Asempa FM.
The time they enter the ring, my heart is boom, 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 boom. I dey fear. If I don't tell you that I dey fear, I dey lie. I dey fear because this is my first international fight. All the Ghanaians watching Bukom Banku. And I see Wallace and Bernard, and I come around to win this fight. Oh, by the grace of God, Wallace, God will bless you, and your guy Bernard. All the white men stay there. They don't give me funds. You people are there, you support me. Banku Yile, Yile, that Yile. You people are saying to me, give me more morale for that inside. That voice I did hear for my ear to be giving more morale and then strength to give that to stop that opponent.
You have to wait. This is just the first of the interviews.
My
when he
heart
gets
was
to
going
Ghana.
boom, boom, boom.
Banku for you. So, Daniel, how relevant is the win then for Bukom Banku? Here is Short Sports editor Nathaniel Atto.
Bukom Banku has done all he needs to do to be relevant on the African continent, and I'm talking about the winning of the WBO Africa titles in light heavyweight and the cruiserweight divisions. Of course, he's also earned the very coveted ranking of number 5 on the WBC's light heavyweight rankings. And of course, what he needed to do was to prove to everybody that away from his comfort zone, he could perform, because every champion, every world champion that Ghana has had has fought outside of the comfort zone in Ghana. 90% of them as well have won their titles away from Ghana. So Bukom Banku needed this to prove a point.
To football now, and the President's Cup match between Asante Kotoko and Hartsville was called off due to a heavy downpour at the Baba Stadium yesterday. Now, the match officials, in consultation with the leaders of the two teams and the match commissioner, decided to abandon the game. Now it's unclear whether the game will be replayed, with Kumasi Asante Kotoko set to play in Africa this week. More football news, and it was a very shambolic performance by the Black Mitchells team in last Friday's Olympic Games qualifier against Algeria at the Accra Stadium. A disjointed play from the Ghanaian side and then a 1-1 draw ahead of the second leg in Algiers tomorrow. Skipper of the team, Yao Yeboah, insists they would not give up.
You can see the previous game that we played. We play a lot of games, and then we actually use the foreign players and the local players together. Listen, as a coach, players will come to the pitch. It depends on your performance. You understand? It depends on your training. You come to the pitch, you train really hard. The coach has to make the selection. You understand? So at the end of the day, it's not the player or the fans who have to make the selection. It's the coach. So if you come to the pitch and you work hard, then you deserve to play. So that's exactly what they did. And they are the people who have to choose the first selection. It's not the fans. It's not the media. It's not anyone. That's exactly what we did. We got the best result here, and that's why we won. That's exactly what we want. So the game is not over, so the only thing you guys have to do is support us with our prayers or whatever, and then we go there and get a win. That's all.
All right, so there's definitely more coming up here. Let's do tennis. We've got one story for you in football politics, but let's do tennis right now, because Rafa Nadal won his 19th Grand Slam title after holding off the Russian Daniil Medvedev, his fight back in one of the greatest US Open finals. So Spain's Nadal won 7-5, 6-3, 5-7, 4-6, 6-4 against the 5th seed in New York. We can now hear from Nadal.
That's so important for me. This victory means a lot, and especially the way that the match became so difficult, so tough. Was able to hold at the end the nerves, because the nerves were so high after having the match almost under control, and then 5-2, 5-4 break point. So have been a crazy match, and I don't know, I just emotional.
All right, so then we can move straight into the female division, and teenager Bianca Andreescu stands Serena Williams in a gripping US Open final to claim a first Grand Slam title and deny the American a 24th major. So lots of issues for Serena Williams. She's been to 4 Grand Slam finals and has failed to win, as she's trying to level that record of Margaret Court. We can now hear from Bianca after that win.
It's so hard to explain in words, but I'm just beyond grateful and truly blessed. I've worked really, really hard for this moment. I can't complain. This year has been a dream come true, and now being able to play on this stage against Serena, a true legend of the sport, is amazing.
We can now hear from the wonderful, wonderful six-time U.S. Open champion, Serena Williams.
It was an incredible tennis out there. I wish I could have played better, but if anyone could win this tournament outside of Venus, I'm happy. I'm happy it's Bianca. You know, I just feel really honored to be out here, and I'm just so proud that I'm still, out here and competing at this level, because it's not easy, to be in this particular sport for 20 years.
All right, then. We can do something right now because we have to talk about Formula One, yes, because Ferrari's Charles Leclerc just held on under intense pressure from both Mercedes drivers to win a nail-biting, incident-filled and controversial Italian Grand Prix. Jack Nichols has more.
Leclerc may have taken a lights-to-flag victory, but it was by no means straightforward. He had the faster Mercedes behind, Lewis Hamilton putting him under pressure, and Valtteri Bottas in the other Mercedes having a go towards the end of the Grand Prix. But Leclerc held on to take the victory. It was exacerbated by Sebastian Vettel's difficult day for Ferrari, having a spin and a crash and finishing down in 13th. Ferrari hero taking their first win on Italian soil since 2010.
We can get back into football, and Paul Serres has a wrap of the Euro 2020 and Qatar 2022 World Cup qualifiers.
There was a crucial Scandinavian derby as the qualifiers for Euro 2020 continued. It ended 1-1 between Norway and Sweden in Stockholm. In the same group, Spain beat the Faroe Islands 4-0. Elsewhere, the top two teams in Group J met in Tampere, with Timo Pukki's excellent start to the season continuing with a goal. Unfortunately for the Finns, it wasn't enough as they were beaten 2-1 by Italy. Finland have never qualified for a major tournament. Robert Prosinecki has stepped down as the Bosnia-Herzegovina head coach after their 4-2 defeat to Armenia. In the African section of World Cup qualifying, Tanzania are through to the second round after knocking out Burundi on penalties in Dar es Salaam. Ethiopia are also through at the expense of Lesotho, winning the tie on away goals. Emilio Nsue's goal was enough to see Equatorial Guinea beat South Sudan 1-0 in Malabo, progressing into the next round 2-1 on aggregates. And 18-year-old Liberia goalkeeper Ashley Williams saved a stoppage time penalty against Sierra Leone in Freetown as the Lone Stars progressed 3-2 on aggregates.
Right, we're building up to this Saturday's great games with insurance companies, and we're already starting that. My colleague Baba Tandor has been to Hollard Insurance, and we need to hear from them because they seem to be very excited and they can't simply keep down their energy.
This message is clear. If you don't know what the message is, people, are we ready? Yes! Yes! Yes!
Hollard, be very honest and be very real. Okay, so there's soccer, there's swimming, there's table tennis, there's lawn tennis, there's arm wrestling, there's athletics, there's basketball.
Do it 30, we will win all. Do it 30, we will win all. Okay. None is small.
Hollard is an international company, and we have an Olympic team.
Thank you.
Mention tennis, swimming,
thank you.
Soccer,
thank you.
Table tennis,
Agbena.
dummy, whatever.
Spa.
No size, absolutely no size. No size. We are the best, and we are coming to win.
We are winning.
That's for sure.
We are winning. In fact, change the 9 to 30, and we are carrying everything.
So we're building up, and you know that all 24 life insurance companies, now 29 non-life insurance companies, and 4 reinsurance companies will clash over the weekend for a sporting battle, the 2019 Ghana Insurance Games. We'll be building up and giving you everything, remember, here on Joy Sports, on our social media accounts and all. It's great to have heard from Holland Insurance. We'll be hearing more as we go through this. That's it for the Joy Sports Center. My name is George Ade Jr. We go for some messages, and when we come back, the groove is on the Super Morning Show.
We rise early, way before the sunrise. We plan, we pray, we prep, just so we are a step ahead. We keep the conversations going.